bomb, but he needed a rapid police response because for the last 12 hours, he'd been kidnapped and the men that did it were right outside the club.
He said that nigga called in for a bomb threat. Not because it was a bomb, but because he had been kidnapped for 13 hours. They dressed up like a cop, pulled down on their ops, kidnapped this dumb, threw him in the backseat, threw a black cover over him.
Torture method known as waterboarding.
Oh, yeah, so they torturing niggas? So you just realized this was not your op. This is not the nigga you looking for. And you start torturing a nigga?
These exotic boys, smoking exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tied to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
What up, Mula gang? It's your boy Mac Mula, aka Mr. Mula Mac. I'm back with another video. You know how we rockin', man. Cloud stocking, keep the cushion in my pocket. Listen, man, check it out before I get into the video. Make sure y'all smash that thumbs up or hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Follow your boy on Instagram. Follow me on Twitch. Links is in the description. Make sure y'all subscribe to the rest of my channels. My fault. I had a little too much in my mouth. You feel me? I've been eating on these sour bite crawlers. Got a little too much juice in there. Now listen, folks, like I said, make sure y'all go in that description and subscribe to my rest of my channels, man. My clothing line is out right now. We got them low prices, end of the year sale. Make sure you go get your merch. It's hot. A second collection, breaking necks on Bro Grave, breaking internet, shorty. Stop playing. We getting it bigger than big. But let's get into this video, man. Shout out to 1090 Jake on Bro Grave, giving us this raw content on Phone Grave. That nigga look crazy. Is this the nigga that did it? Is that the same nigga? Yeah, he crazy. He did it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Miami Latin king that kidnapped,
of course,
tortured, a man to the strip club.
I gotta tell you, Judge, in the history of kidnappings, this will be the first time someone gets kidnapped and taken to a strip club. I gotta tell you, I've never heard of that before.
October
I gotta
14th,
tell you, I've never heard. Get your dumb on. George don't get no what he talking about. Trying to be all funny and I never tell you that. I've never seen that one.
Then taken to a strip club. I gotta tell you, I've never heard of that before.
October 14th, 2023, law enforcement responded to a bomb threat at a strip club. Upon arrival, law enforcement spoke with the caller, who explained that it wasn't a bomb, but he needed a rapid police response because for the last 12 hours, he'd been kidnapped and the men that did it were right outside the club. October 13th, the day before. It was some—
Did you hear what he just said? He said that nigga called in for a bomb threat. Not because it was a bomb, but because he had been kidnapped for 13 hours. Hold on, y'all, before we get back into the video, because we finna get right back into it, I gotta tell y'all about the Mula membership. The Mula membership is a website that I started a few years ago. Since I started this website, I have been able to put on so many of y'all, and I want you to be the next person to get put on. I'm gonna give you instructional videos, step-by-step instructions. I'm literally giving you lessons out weekly, daily, for you to understand these different categories. We talking about business, financial literacy, credit, crypto, we talking about stocks, we talking about Amazon, we talking about drop shipping, we talking about YouTube. I'm literally giving you the gems to be a boss, the gems to be a successful entrepreneur in 2023. So this is all you have to do. Click the link in the description, sign up right now for the low price of $50 a month, bro. $50 a month. You're gonna get access to a one-on-one help with me. You're gonna get access to my group chats where my experts worldwide work around the clock, 24/7, to make sure you have the best stock and crypto call-outs. That means all you gotta do is buy the same stocks and cryptos that I'm buying and make some of all this bread. Very simple, very easy on Bro Grave. Stop waiting, stop procrastinating. Click the first link in the description right now, especially if you want to be a boss. And if you dead serious, man, if you want to put that work in and get that money on, I'm talking about that easy money on, click that link in the description, shorty, right now, because we only got 2,000 spots, and I would hate to see you be missed out. Okay? And the niggas who did it is standing outside the club. Like, what the f do y'all be like? This is why, bro, being a criminal is for smart people. If you stupid, nigga, go work at Mickey D's, folks.
Time between 7 or 8 in the morning when 40
you can't be no criminal and be smart.
Apartment.
I mean,
while
be dumb.
He was car on the 5th floor of the parking garage, a man in all black drew a handgun. He was wearing a face mask, a ballistic vest, and could see a gold badge on his belt. Who he thought was a cop forced him towards a white Dodge Charger with dark tinted windows and a police light. A second man exited the Dodge, ordering them to move quickly as was placed into the back seat. Forced to wear a black head covering, everything went dark for as the vehicle moved, and one of would later throw.
He said that nigga was that basically the nigga they dressed up as cops. They dressed up as cops. They had a white Charger with dark tint. They had police lights in the car. They dressed up like a cop, pulled down on their ops, kidnapped this dumb, threw him in the backseat, threw a black cover over him. And I don't know what they finna do. They finna torture them again, I guess. I don't know.
Cell phone out.
Find out on the next episode.
As time went on, eventually the vehicle stopped and was placed into the
that's like
garage
a
of a
movie.
home as a new figure appeared. He was unmasked, had a beard, and tattoos covering his face. He would later be identified as Jeffrey Arista,
Yeah, it looked like
more
him.
commonly known as King Shine,
King
a
Shine.
self-admitted Latin king who served time in Florida State Prison. Shine asked the victim to identify himself, implying they had kidnapped the wrong person. This was further confirmed when they removed his wallet and checked his ID. At this point, the began asking why his co-worker was driving his vehicle last Thursday and demanded to know where the money was. Apparently, his co-worker at the strip club Booby Trap owed these guys money and let him use his car, which they followed back to his house. So they hatched a plan to dress up like cops, kidnap the co-worker, and get the money back. But unfortunately for
they got the wrong
they
nigga.
grabbed him instead.
So why y'all didn't let him go?
Kidnappers were identified as 32.
You could have let him go. They probably. I don't know. Like a lot of times, you threaten that nigga. You say something about this. I got your ID. I got your woo. I come all your whole family. You feel me? You say that to me. We got the wrong nigga. My bad. You good? We ain't hurt you. All right. Don't say nothing about it. You say something about it. I'm gonna come kiss your family. Okay. No problem. There's no problem with me, motherfucker. I won't tell a soul. I'm cool. I'm trying to figure out why you kidnapped the niggas and brought them to the strip club.
Year-old Jeffrey Arista, or Shine, his 29-year-old brother Jonathan, and a 42-year-old man named Raymond Gomez.
Lord have mercy.
The three threatened to put an electric drill to his skin as they aimed guns at his head. They forced him into the bathroom, covering his head with 4 to 5 black masks before buckets of water on him and a torture method known as waterboarding.
Oh yeah, so they torturing niggas? So you just realized this was not your op. This is not the nigga you looking for. And you start torturing a nigga? You drilling niggas' skin with electric drills? You drowning niggas? And what the is going on? Let me tell y'all something. Anybody who hang around a that look like this right here, run, yo. Run and get the get away quick. Cause what the, it just look like she smoked cigarettes.
It deprives him of oxygen in a controlled drowning before coming up with a new plan. Giving him a new cell phone, they were able to access iCloud account and get the co-worker's number. They then forced to call him and make plans to meet. Sometime after 7:30 p.m., Raymond and Shine drove the victim in a black Porsche SUV back to the victim's apartment. Shine and the victim would head inside as Shine was armed with a silver handgun. After some time, Shine called the other two kidnappers telling them to bring drugs over. When they arrived, the victim received a text from his co-worker who said he was at the club. The kidnappers decided they'd bring the victim to the club to lure the co-worker out. Upon arriving, they located the co-worker's vehicle in the parking lot.
What kind of dumb bro, I gotta watch that again to even really process.
They were able to access iCloud account and get the co-worker's number. They then forced to call him and make plans to meet. Sometime after 7:30 p.m., Raymond and Shine drove the victim in a black Porsche SUV back to the victim's apartment. Shine and the victim would head inside as Shine was armed with a silver handgun. After some time, Shine called the other two kidnappers telling them to bring drugs over.
What?
When they arrived, the victim received a text from his co-worker who said he was at the club. The kidnappers decided they'd bring the victim to the club to lure the co-worker out. Upon arriving, they located the co-worker's vehicle in the parking lot.
So instead of taking a picture or a video that you got the nigga, you brought the nigga you just kidnapped to the club so that you can get the right nigga, basically. Like, what sense does this make? Like, nigga, I was smarter than this at like 9 years old, bro. This is just like, this is getting ridiculous.
Overheard two of the kidnappers discuss placing a tracker on the car as one of them exited the Porsche to do it. Afterwards, they ordered to go in the club and find the co-worker. Would enter the club, and for the first time in 12 hours, he was not under the control of 3 armed kidnappers.
And then y'all let the nigga who y'all kidnapped go in the club and you left him there? Like he wasn't gonna call the police, his homies, somebody. He wasn't gonna tell nobody that y'all just kidnapped him all day for 12 hours straight, tortured the nigga, and then y'all left him in the club while y'all went.
He'd find the co-worker just like they instructed him to do, but instead of setting his co-worker up, he told him everything, and shortly after they called the police telling them there's a bomb threat.
I'm just going to not come outside, you big dumb motherfucker. Hey, I know we kidnapped you, but go in there and set up like, nigga, you stupid.
To get to the club as fast as
Oh, y'all
possible.
dumb as
Law enforcement would arrive just after 2 a.m. and as spoke with an officer, he saw Shine in the distance, appearing to record him with a cell phone. He would tell the officer that's one of the men that kidnapped him, and as Shine was being taken into custody, officers observed a black Porsche flee the scene before crashing nearby.
And they crashed.
Law enforcement would place Shine's brother, Jonathan, in custody.
Oh my God.
Post Miranda, Jonathan confirmed he's the owner of the white Dodge that was used to kidnap the victim. He'd claim he was in fear for his life and that he wasn't the one who planned what took place.
And now he
confirmed he was one of 3 that drove
worse.
to the club in the black Porsche. He'd confirm his brother Shine was with him, and he'd claim the third person was a black male named D.
Lord.
According to Jonathan, the Porsche was a rental, and the victim was taken to an Airbnb he'd rented a day before the kidnapping. When asked how everything started, Jonathan said someone approached his brother Shine 3 days earlier. When asked to go into details, Jonathan claimed that he feared for his life if he provided any more information, and he ended the interview. Investigators drove to the Airbnb observing the white Dodge with a spotlight attached. Also parked in the driveway was a Honda Civic, and while conducting surveillance, the officers observed 2 males going in and out of the home, placing bags in the trunk of the Honda. One of the men was observed wiping down the front door and interior handle, and after the Honda drove off, law enforcement maintained a visual when they saw Raymond Gomez exit while stopped at an intersection and attempt to flee. Law enforcement would grab Raymond before locating the Honda at a gas station where they spoke with the male driver. The driver would claim Raymond called him from a phone he borrowed from a bystander, saying he'd been in a car accident.
These are the stupidest niggas in the world. This is why I said it already, I'm gonna say it again, folks. Crime, the streets is for smart people. If you are slow, if you was on the short yellow bus, it is not for you to be in the streets. It is not for you to be in the streets. Do you understand? Obviously, this is stupid, nigga. Y'all, this is like 40 years. You didn't torture the nigga. You didn't kidnap him. You had him kidnapped for half the day, 12 hours, 13 hours. And you done had the police come out here for the fake bomb threat and some more shit. You was finna threat. As soon as y'all got locked up, start snitching. Y'all niggas going down, man.
The driver
going
picked him up,
down, man.
taking him to an Airbnb he was told was rented by Raymond's friends. Raymond said he was at booby trap inside a Porsche with 2 friends.
I'm talking about step by step snitching on his brother, the homie. He play by play.
One of them stepped out of the vehicle and began talking on his phone before being arrested.
Man.
Raymond drove off as police chased him before he crashed the Porsche and bailed with his other friend. The male told law enforcement he watched Raymond bleach the counters inside of the Airbnb and placing items in garbage bags that he placed in the Honda. Investigators would interview Raymond Gomez, who post Miranda admitted that he, King Shine, and
Post Miranda. If y'all don't know what post Miranda means, they have gave you they have said your rights. So there is no excuse. You have nothing. You have agreed to these rights and you still talked. That means we have the right to remain silent, woody woody woo, all that. So they told you have the right to remain silent. You said you agree, you understand, and then you talked afterwards. Like a goofy. Nigga, if y'all would have all shut up, this is a whole different case. They have to put together that they might not put together in the right way if they put it together at all. That's how cases get won, by everybody shutting the up. I've got locked up in Miami. They charged all 4 of us with the same But everybody shut the up. We went to jail, and that didn't even make it to trial. So I don't understand what's so hard about that.
He claimed they did it for an unknown person who spoke with King Shine over the phone. Raymond claimed he didn't know the person's identity, but told investigators the object was to kidnap the co-worker over him owing money, and in exchange, Raymond expected to be paid. He admitted after they kidnapped the victim, they realized they got the wrong man. Raymond said Shine and his brother were the ones who waterboarded the victim and threatened him with guns, a yellow electric drill, and even tasers. And Raymond would go as far as saying he felt bad for the victim.
I felt bad for him.
He drove Shine and the victim.
You didn't feel bad for him. Your ass was there. You drove them. You did all that. You knew what was going on. If you felt bad, you would have went home. Shut your goofy ass up. You got scared of them balls. That's what happened.
Before driving back to pick up Jonathan, and once all of them relaxed after the failed torture session, they planned to lure the co-worker out of the club. Raymond admitted
then the lawyer gonna be like, what was they gonna do if that worked? If they lured the nigga out of the club, what would have happened to him? If they tortured him, if they tortured the wrong nigga, so what would they would have did when they got the right nigga? Like, God.
He fled, and when he got to the Airbnb, he began removing clothes, drugs, and the drill before his arrest. He confirmed to investigators they'd used 2 firearms in the kidnapping. While King Shine was inside of an interview room waiting to be interviewed by a detective, he became enraged and started kicking the chair, causing the wheel to break and come off. He'd lay down and kick under the desk, breaking a piece of wood.
Oh yeah, he's a
transported to the Broward County Jail.
He's a tweaker.
With a list of violent charges for all 3 men, the biggest surprise in this case would come when the feds decided to step in. All 3 men would be indicted on charges of conspiracy to kidnapping, attempted kidnapping, and King Shine would face an additional count.
I'm gonna say, I'm telling y'all, let me show y'all something. Conspiracy to kidnap, max term of imprisonment, life, 20 years. That means they can find him guilty of this. I mean, innocent of this, right? He could get charged with guilty of this and get life. That's what a lot of people don't be understanding either, bro. If you rob a nigga, you're not just robbing a nigga. You're not just gonna get armed robbery. No, you're gonna get armed robbery. You're gonna get conspiracy. You're gonna get if you shot at a nigga, you're gonna get aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. If you're not supposed to have no gun, illegal use of a weapon. When you add all that, that's how they get niggas. Cause it ain't just murder. It ain't just this. They got 17 things that you could be doing for 1 crime. You can go on a robbery and do 8 crimes, and you gonna get 20 years in that motherfucker for sure. You hear what I'm saying? Like, that's how they got Wallow. If y'all know who Wallow is, like, Wallow got 20 years for some shit. He ain't nobody even get hurt, but he had been convicted of robbery before, because he had been in jail so many times. They on some shit like, should give his ass a dub. I bet his ass fixed himself then. He got a gun he ain't supposed to have. It's too much shit.
Around by a convicted felon. For conspiracy to kidnap and kidnapping, the 3 men face up to a life sentence. For attempted kidnapping,
20.
They face up to 20 years, and for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, King Shine faces up to an additional 15. South Florida's top lawyers Bradford Cohen and Saam Zagana can be seen in court as Saam makes a humorous statement.
While in court, one of the attorneys for one of the brothers seemed to joke about the kidnapping.
Oh, he's the attorney for... So imagine you hire a lawyer to get you off of kidnapping, and he start laughing about y'all kidnapping him. This nigga is laughing to the judge right now. He making jokes. You're fired, bro.
I'll tell you, Judge, in the history of kidnappings, this will be the first time someone gets kidnapped and taken to a strip club. I gotta tell you, I've never heard of that before.
I've never heard of that before.
Right, Judge? Let me off, right? Get your dumb ass on somewhere, stupid ass lawyer. I would have slapped this dumb ass in the courtroom. You're fired, bro. Give me a public defender at this point. This nigga's ass, man. You making jokes in the courtroom, homie. This is some serious shit. I'm facing life and you making jokes about what I did. Nigga, get your goofy ass on somewhere, folks.
Rappers Kodak Black, LPB Pootie, Polo G, Pooh Shiesty, the list goes on. Somehow King Shine and his co-defendants have been able to retain the lawyers, but unfortunately,
I don't know why.
This is a Fed case. Not only do the feds hold a high conviction rate, as they tend to only pick up what they can convict on, 2 out of 3 co-defendants already admitted to everything and placed blame on King Shine.
Right, it's over.
Shine has been depicted as the man who organized the kidnapping after being allegedly hired
They
by
both
an
snitched
unknown
on
person.
him.
Shine would then allegedly recruit 2 others, one of which was his own brother who essentially told on him.
Bro, I'm
And
gonna say the brother
man
told on him
admitted
too.
to everything, claiming Shine and his brother did all the torturing while he was feeling bad for the victim. The feds will use these confessions to their advantage as they offer plea deals to the co-defendants while targeting Shine and the mysterious man who gave them the job.
It's
and
over,
as the
dude.
lawyer said, this may go down in history as the first time a man was kidnapped and brought to a strip club.
Dumb motherfucker.
If you're one of my early subscribers, and by early I mean before like 250,000 subscribers, you'll remember when I was doing prison content, the prison genre, and a lot of the older guys, and King Shine was a part of that community. He had a channel, but it never really went anywhere for him. It was never something that he seemed to be taken seriously.
Right.
But he's done a few different interviews. He put his name out there as someone that did time in the Florida Department of Corrections. He's a self-admitted Latin king.
Right.
And he f***ed up.
Yeah, he tweaked.
This is a Fed case.
Yeah,
you can say what you want to. You can pray all you want to.
If the feds picked it up, that means it was a strong enough case to keep that 98 to keep that 98% conviction rate up high, up through there. You feel me? The feds is not taking no case that they can't win. Why you think they win 98%? Then when it's something about them feds, boy, niggas is coming in there and snitching. You think niggas snitching on these state cases? No, boy, them niggas is turning on your as soon as they see that federal building. Oh yeah, oh it's the FBI. This is real. When the FBI niggas in the suits come in there talking to you and we ain't playing with you. What's up? Yeah. Niggas is folding, gang. I don't know why you niggas expect anything different. That nigga own brother turned on him, gang. You think they finna go to jail for some you plan to do? Why do you think that? Why do niggas think that? It's 10 of us. It's 4 of us in the car. You got a gun on you. So you think I'm finna go to jail because you had a gun on you? Are you insane? Have you lost your mind? Nigga, if you a real nigga and all that no snitching okay, I agree with it. But at the same time, gang, if this was your and you did it, and it's your gun, bro, you need to be the one to be like, hey, that's my gun, man. Because the whole thing about no snitching is don't do something and then you can't do the time for it. Okay, so don't do something and look at your homie or look at your girlfriend or look at your mama and watch them do the time for some you know you did, folks. This your play. This your move. Don't do that, shorty.
The feds don't pick anything up, they're not going to get a conviction on. And their high conviction rate really comes from people playing out. The fact that Shine's 2 co-defendants, one of which is his own brother, they already threw him under the bus and told on him.
Over it, right. Both of them told on the same nigga.
They're going to get the plea deals.
Yeah,
Shine, if he doesn't get a ridiculous plea deal, like, hey, sign on for 30 years, he's going to have to take it to trial. He'll most likely end up with a life sentence.
Right.
Sorry to say.
Sorry to say?
Not really. I'm not sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to act like it isn't what it is.
I feel
He's got a few counts that go up to a life sentence.
He got 2.
One that carries 20, one that carries 15.
It's over, boy. You
the amount of evidence in this case is retarded.
They got evidence. They said they got the nigga. They got the guns. They got the fingerprints. They got the snitches. They got the cameras of the strip club. They got the actual victim still alive. It's over with, bro. Even if they didn't have all that, as soon as that victim get on that stand and say he's the one who kidnapped me, Your Honor, and they got footage and all that to back it up, bro, you're doing life, bro. So if he do get a plea deal, they gonna offer him 30-40, which he might as well go ahead and just fight it, because at that point it's life anyway. What you gonna get out at 70, 80 years old and do what? You feel me? Like,
defendants are flat out saying, yeah, it's him. The only thing the feds are going to want to figure out from Shine is who hired him.
Right.
What was the motive behind the situation? Nobody knows it.
Right.
Apparently some guy was owed money from a strip club employee. Right. They sloppily grabbed the wrong one.
Goofy.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean,
they some goofies. That's what you say, 1090.
What a defense would be for this. And then
there is no defense. I wouldn't even took the case.
They sent dude in the club to go lure the other guy out. Like, he's not just gonna call 911. Like, the club doesn't have their own armed security. He goes
like, I can't just be like, hey, they kidnapped me. Call the police. And the club gonna have armed security standing outside like, y'all, who? And you can't come in here, boy. Back up, nigga. Police on the way. Like, nigga, I ain't finna play. I wouldn't play at my club, nigga. Get your goofy ass on somewhere. You finna the whole night up. Man.
The club, and instead of them just leaving,
dumb cases.
The police arrive at the scene and Shine is allegedly recording the dude talking to the police. So dude's like, yeah, I just got kidnapped for 12 hours. Matter of fact, that's him right there. He's still here. There's the car. Go get him. And the police just bag everybody. I don't know.
They got the car. They got the y'all niggas dumb.
They literally have the best lawyers in Florida, but this is a Fed case.
And they got the best lawyers in Florida. Shorty, they can't do nothing for you, gang. I ain't gonna lie. The best thing they gonna do is give your 50 years instead of 90. You're gonna get out when you 111, and that's all it's gonna be, folks. I don't know what else you expect. You paying all that money for nothing. You might as well get that money to your mama and them, your kids or something. You spending money on nothing. Get a public defender. It's over, gang. It OVA. Y'all see my Yeezy slides? Ski.
This isn't a state case.
Right.
King Shine is already a convicted felon.
Right.
He just beat a life sentence because he got into a robbery over a Nintendo or some other dumb. He just got out for that like months ago. And now he's facing this.
He just got out for that a few months ago. Y'all niggas
free.
crazy. Bro.
Not everybody took advantage of the opportunity that we got from Lockdown 23-1.
Right.
When he brought us onto his platform to share our story, people became interested.
Right.
A lot of us started channels. Some people went in different directions, decided to stay in the streets.
Yeah.
And this is the outcome for that.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry.
You can't.
You know what I mean? I stuck to the
Yeah.
I saw a better opportunity with doing YouTube. This is where I'm at.
It's like, if you a young nigga and you get raised up, you do dumb when you young, bro. Then it's like, okay, he fucked up. But he 32 now, and he got a wife, he got kids, he got a big $1 million mansion, he got 5-6 cars outside. He ain't Floyd Mayweather, but he living his life. He got a Lamborghini, a BMW, a McLaren. He got a few $1 million in jewelry. Like I said, he ain't Floyd Mayweather, but he's rich, he's good, he's set in life. You feel me? His kids don't have to worry about shit. His wife ain't got to worry about shit. He make money. Like, when you see that, it's like one thing. But when you see a nigga who do all that dumb shit, that he keep doing the dumb shit, like, shorty, you just went to jail for some shit, you beat a life sentence. If I beat a life sentence, nigga, I'm out this I'm square of the year, nigga. I ain't running no red lights. I ain't missing no signals on my turn. I ain't missing no taxes. I'm voting. You hear me? I'm voting, nigga. I'm giving back to the church. I'm paying tithes on, bro. I'm giving back to the homeless, nigga. I'm finna be a model citizen if I just beat a life sentence. Y'all niggas, how you beat a life sentence, come home playing with guns, kidnapping niggas, and taking them to the club? Y'all niggas that lost your motherfucking mind.
But hey, drop y'all's thoughts in the comment section. I want to know what y'all think about this case. What do y'all think is gonna happen?
It's over. They probably finna get them 2 niggas who snitched. They probably finna get them like 10, 15 or something. They gonna have a hard time in that book because they turn quick. They snitch quick. Yeah, they finna do that and got that nigga right there getting life, bro. Folks getting life. And I don't know if he was rapping. It seemed like he was rapping. I don't know if he was big. I don't know what's going on. But he ain't rapping no more. Wrapping up that little sheet on that little cot. I don't know if y'all ever slept in jail. It is not comfortable. Okay.